See, it looks worse, right? When I used water, it wasn't that bad. But now, look at that red mess. Definitely is gonna get somebody really mad.
What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. Welcome back to another prank video. Now in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys a bunch of pranks that you guys can pull off in the classroom. Now, these are some of my favorite pranks that I've done in the past. The links are below if you guys want to check out the full versions of these videos. These are messy, these are mean, these are very extreme, so prank at your own risk, guys. But before we begin, let's make sure that you guys are subscribed to this channel with the bell notifications turned on. That way you guys don't miss out on my next videos. Also a reminder, brand new back to school pranks coming soon, as well as how to sneak your phone into class and how to sneak food into class. So don't miss out, guys. It's very important that you guys are subscribed with the bell notifications turned on. Now let's begin. Give this video a thumbs up. 1,000 likes are appreciated. Check it out.
As I mentioned, these pranks are pretty evil, so we're gonna start off by pranking one of your neighbors in class. Now, if they happen to have one of these spiral notebooks, and this spiral notebook is pretty large, as you guys can see, compared to the smaller ones. So if they have one of these, and you really wanna prank this person, then you're gonna have to prepare this at home. So basically what you're gonna do the day before you go to school is you're gonna get some rice, and then you're gonna pack a little bit inside a sandwich bag. Not so much, but just a little bit. Yeah, this works. So this is gonna spill all over your classroom. So again, guys, these are extreme, so if you don't wanna get into trouble, do not try these. You're also gonna need a sheet of paper. This can be line paper, it doesn't matter. About the page long and 2 inches wide. And we're just gonna cut a piece. Once we have our strip, we're gonna roll it into a long cylinder and keep it together with some tape. So I just rolled it up, and no guys, don't get any wrong ideas about what this might look like. But basically this is what it's gonna look like at the end. We have one long straw pretty much. On one end, guys, you can fold it or tape it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now you take this to school along with your rice and wait for your victim to be in class. When they have their spiral notebook open like this, as you guys can see, you can't really see the bottom of the spiral. So that's basically what's gonna cover a little booby trap right here. So just wait till your victim goes to the bathroom, or wait for them to step out of class or go get some water or whatever. You're gonna fill up your little cylinder with some rice. So basically you can tear the tip like this. Oh, I got my glove. And then you can fill up your little cylinder with it. This is pretty simple and fast. Here it is. You guys can hear it. There's a lot of rice in there. Now the open end, guys, is gonna be on the bottom, and of course the closed end is gonna be on the top. So when they're not in class or nobody's looking, just slide it in like this. See, they won't be able to see it. Their page is covering it, but this is key here. This side of the notebook has to be opened. If they have this underneath their notebook, then it might not be able to hide the rice. But other than that, this is perfect. Wait for them to get back into class. You can go take your seat or whatever. And when it's time to leave, they're gonna wrap everything up, and this is what's gonna happen. All right, so it's time to go. They're gonna have to stay a little bit after class to clean this up. All right, guys, well, this is a stapler. It's one of the more common class supplies you'll find at school. Anybody can use these, your teacher, your classmates, anybody. So we're gonna be tampering with it. For that, we'll be using some party snaps or poppets, whatever you wanna call them. So I'm gonna open it up. I'm also gonna open up the stapler, take out the staples because we will not be using these. And then we're gonna get some party snaps and we're gonna fill up the stapler like that. You don't have to add a lot of them, just enough to give your victim a little surprise when they try to use this stapler. So I'm gonna line them up just like that. I think 4 or 5 will do for this example. Now I'm carefully gonna close it back up. And you gotta be careful right here, guys, because you don't wanna push out the party snaps. So carefully adjust it so that the party snaps stay in place and so that they don't pop. Now let's say your teacher just finished grading these papers and she's gonna staple them together, and when she tries to use the stapler, this is what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's hard for the camera to capture the sound, but in real life, guys, it is pretty loud. And of course, you saw the little pebbles pop out. Once they open it, of course, they're gonna see the party snaps inside. Unfortunately here, all but one popped, which is okay, you know, it was expected. Not every single party snap was gonna pop, but it did the job though. Cool prank, huh? For our next prank, we're gonna be booby trapping a pencil cup. So if your victim owns one of these pencil cups, and this one is a metal one, you don't necessarily need a metal one, but it's easier to pull off this prank because we'll be using a magnet. And all we're gonna do with this magnet is stick it inside the pencil cup right on the edge, just like that. So if the pencil cup is not made of metal, you can still tape it on and the prank will work just as fine. Also guys, the pencil cup has to contain a pair of scissors in there, and you're gonna lean the scissors against the magnet like this, and then you're gonna take the pencil cup and put it back where it goes, and that's it. There's not much to this prank. When your victim reaches over to grab these scissors, this is what's gonna happen. He or she's gonna pull them out and the scissors are gonna be attracted by the magnet, so while pulling the scissors out, your victim is also gonna be pulling the cup, and it's gonna cause everything to fall over. So let's see that again in action. There's the magnet. Here are the scissors, and notice that the magnet doesn't attract the scissors just yet because the grips are made of plastic. But when your victim pulls them out like this, see? They attach together, and it's just gonna flip the pencil cup over and everything's gonna fall down. Simple as that, pranksters. Let's see that again in action. See? It grabs it. Pretty fun, huh? Okay, so in this scenario, your friend stepped out to go to the bathroom or went somewhere like the office or the nurse. They're gonna come back, but they left their stuff on the table. They tucked in their chair. So if you're sitting next to them, here's a quick way you can booby trap their stuff. You're gonna get a piece of string and you're gonna tie the backrest of their chair to whatever item you can find. Like it could be their pencil box, their crayon box, their notebook, whatever you think would make a bigger mess. Now, of course, you don't want to get in trouble, so you might want to go for the less messy one. But me, I always try to make the biggest mess, so I'm gonna go with the crayon box here. So we're gonna get a piece of string. On one end of the string, I'm gonna tie a knot. That way it gives me better grip of the crayon box. So I'm gonna lay it down on the back of the crayon box, right on the bottom. And I'm gonna put the piece of tape over it. So now they can tug on it. See? We're gonna put the crayons, we're gonna lay them on the table, and then the other end, of course, we're gonna tie to the backrest, as I said. If you can't tie it on, you can tape it on. Try to attach it any way you can. See, now it's going nowhere. And your victim can't really see the string from behind. So now we're gonna open up the crayon box. We're gonna open up all the flaps like this, and the prank is set. When your victim comes back, they're gonna pull back their chair to sit down, and this is what's gonna happen. Your classmate is approaching his chair. He's gonna pull it back. Now he's got a bunch of crayons on his chair like that. It's just so evil. It's not like the biggest mess. They can easily clean this up, but it is a mess, so they're gonna have to pick up the crayons. It could be a bigger mess, guys. It cannot, depending on how they pull it, how fast they pull it, how hard they pull their chair. But yeah, that's a mess they have to clean up. Well, this last prank is a really mean prank, so you guys gotta be careful with this prank. You do not wanna get in trouble over this prank, but if somebody owes you for pranking you before, then this is the perfect payback prank. You're gonna take your water bottle in class, and they have to have a binder like this one. As you guys can see, this one has a clear screen on the outside, which is for labels and pictures that people can put on there just to make their binder look better. So as you guys can see, both sides have this screen, and this particular binder screen is sealed on the bottom. So we're gonna fill it up with some water. So take your water bottle, and you're gonna pull on the screen, open up your water bottle, and you're gonna fill it up. Again, this is a really mean prank. It's sort of extreme, so prank at your own risk. I'm gonna start filling it up. As you guys can see, it's filling up perfectly. Look at that. It's holding up pretty well. There's no leaks. So if you want to be really, really mean, you guys can fill it up to the top. You don't necessarily have to fill it up all the way. Like me, I'm going to leave it as is, but it's going to be facing away from your victim, and it's going to be standing up. Just like that. Your victim won't notice that it's there. So when they pick it up, guess what? All that water you put in there is gonna leak out, and it's gonna cause a big spill all over their desk. And if they have important papers, they will get wet. If they're ready to go home, they're just gonna pick up their folder like this and flip it on its side, and this is what's gonna happen. Oh man, that's gonna suck for them, big time. So with clear water, you can't really appreciate this prank. So I'm gonna switch up the water with some Kool-Aid, and let's see what happens then. So here's the Kool-Aid, and again, I'm gonna set up the folder in a way so that your victim doesn't see the Kool-Aid. So when they pick it up, the following will happen. See, it looks worse, right? When I used water, it wasn't that bad, but now look at that red mess. Definitely is gonna get somebody really, really mad.
And those are some of my favorite back to school pranks that you guys can pull off in the classroom. Now I know that some of them are messy, some of them are really mean, and some of them might get you in trouble. So again, prank at your own risk, guys. If you know you're gonna get in trouble, please do not attempt. But also in my channel, I have less extreme pranks you guys can pull off in the classroom. Pranks that will not get you in trouble and that you'll get a good laugh out of. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you already subscribed and gave this video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Alright pranksters, if you guys want to watch more pranks like the ones I just showed you, click up here. And if you guys are interested in learning new life hacks, click up here. You can't go wrong with either one of them.